Can you be too old for life insurance? Well, the biggest cases I've ever worked on were people in their 70s who needed tens of millions of dollars worth of life insurance, and they were putting in hundreds of thousands, if not over $1 million per year in premiums into these policies. So, to answer that question, can you be too old for life insurance? Absolutely not. That's not even the right question to ask yourself. Instead, if you're in your 50s or 60s or 70s and you haven't gotten life insurance, I would ask yourself, why not? Especially if you're in reasonably good health and, of course, the need is there. Why haven't you looked into it and why haven't you invested into a policy yet? I have friends in their 30s who can't get life insurance because of health issues. And they have young children, they have debts, they have businesses, but they cannot get it because, unfortunately, they've had some health issues along the way. So if you're privileged enough to be in your 50s, 60s, 70s, and you'd be eligible to get life insurance, you need to look into it because your window of opportunity is literally getting smaller by the day. Now, as far as why someone at that age bracket would need life insurance, there's a variety of reasons. Of course, it could be anything from dealing with the taxes that are going to be owed in your estate when you pass away. Maybe you have a family cottage that you bought for a lot less than it's worth today, and there'll be capital gains taxes. Maybe you have rental properties, a vacation home. Maybe you have a stock portfolio that's done quite well. You could have registered investment accounts, RIFs, RSPs, etc., that are fully taxable upon your passing. You could have a business, you could have assets in the business itself. There's a lot of reasons why someone would have a tax bill after they've passed away. And of course, I'm not talking about if you have a spouse. Of course, those assets can transfer over to your spouse on a tax-free basis. I'm talking about when either both spouses pass away, or if you don't have a spouse and go to pass these assets down to the next generation, i.e. your kids and grandchildren, there's going to be potentially a taxable event there. So that's one of the reasons why someone would get life insurance, because it's the most cost-effective way to come up with the money to pay these taxes owed in your estate. Now, that's just one of the many reasons someone would need life insurance. And of course, this video isn't really to focus on the needs. It's just to focus on the question I get very, very often is, I'm too old for life insurance. It's too expensive. I've had health issues, etc. So as far as it being too expensive, typically whatever the need is going to be, if you look at the total cost of doing nothing and just dealing with the problem that's going to arise without life insurance versus investing some of the money you have currently into life insurance, 9 times out of 10, it's a lot more cost effective to buy that insurance policy to deal with a future problem, because that's what the point of life insurance is. It is buying a future amount of money you're going to need at a significant discount today. So if you had $1 million tax bill that you're going to owe in your estate after you pass away based on all the assets that you currently have, to do nothing leaves you with addressing that $1 million tax bill problem. And there's a variety of ways to pay for that $1 million tax bill without life insurance, but they're extremely costly. You could rely on your RSP or RIF, and you'd have to have over $2 million in that just to lose $1 million in taxes upon your passing to pay the $1 million tax bill in your estate. That makes no sense, but some people typically do rely on their registered investment accounts. Unfortunately, you could take out loans, you could remortgage against the home. I mean, all are technically ways to pay this tax bill, but are awful ways to use your money. Or you could just use cash. If someone had $1 million in cash, yes, technically they could pay off that $1 million tax bill. But I would argue if you had $1 million in cash, you could take a portion of that, a small portion, put that towards a life insurance policy, spend the difference during your lifetime. You'll improve your utility of life, your lifestyle, etc. And you'll still end up with the same $1 million to take care of your estate tax bill in a far more cost-effective manner. Now, a second thing to consider, what I hear is, Mike, I've had health issues. I don't think I can get insurance, or maybe the premium is going to be, far too high. And that might be the case. Maybe you have had some health issues along the way. I would still say apply and see what the answer is. Different insurance carriers do have different criteria. So some may not approve you, but some may certainly approve you. And if you are just completely uninsurable or a very, very high risk, you could also look at doing a joint policy with your spouse. And it's a joint last to die policy, meaning both you and your spouse are on the policy, and the payout isn't until both of you pass away. But in that respect, that might line up perfectly with the estate tax bill you're going to owe, because like I said, it's a tax-free rollover from spouse to spouse. So when one spouse passes, you don't need to really be concerned about the taxes owed in your estate. It's really on the second passing. So this life insurance policy, if you've had health issues, lines up with your estate tax bill because it's on the second spouse passing, which is where the life insurance proceeds are paid out, and then that can be used to pay your estate tax bill. So regardless of your age, regardless of your health, don't count yourself out. The old saying, I'm too old for life insurance, or it's just too costly, it doesn't make any sense. Like I said, the biggest policies I've ever done were for people in their 70s, and it made complete mathematical sense. It was approved by their accountant, their lawyer, their entire financial team. So, are you too old for life insurance, or can you be too old for life insurance? Absolutely not. Thanks for watching.